Big swing there.
Yep, there we go. Too much to handle.
Yep, Billy's got a free ball over. Low snap. Emmel looking to pass. Throwing deep, trying to hit Yinsky. Yinsky's got it at the 30. He's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown.
I told you.
Wow, what a play.
I told you. Inside, like Coach Brookshire says. The Bernie with the rebound. Steal. There's Steele that puts it in! And the Buffalo Billies are going to stay. To the paint for both teams. The struggle right now. Boom. Good shot.
Martin puts down a corner three. Nice feed there by Dyer.
There it is. That's the gap that we're looking for. She's going to get three. Come on. She's going to get three out of this.
Come on.
Is she going to send her? She's holding her up at third. Nice job.
He's ready to go. Fanning winds, kicks, deals, and there's a ball game that's going to get.
Welcome to another Billies.Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
Hey! Howdy, Billy Nation. It is that time. It's time for Wilder at West End. Coach Bill Wilder, JD Rose. I'm just along for the ride. It's this man's show, and he does a great job. And get to talk about a victory, a shutout. That hadn't happened in a while. We'll talk more about that coming up in a little bit. We want to thank West End Pizza. Come on by here sometime, anytime. You know how good their pizza is. Pizza, pasta, salad, soups, delicious bread, just fabulous here at West End Pizza, 207 East San Antonio Street in Fredericksburg. We'll be back with Wilder at West End. Yeah. Talk some Battling Billy football after these.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself and love your home.
Thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota. Come into one of our 11 locations and check out the new Kubota L2501 package deal, which includes a four-wheel drive tractor with a hydrostatic transmission, a front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price. With a deal this good, you can afford a Kubota from Ewald Kubota. Check out our package specials at ewaldkubota.com.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eberales, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 423091.
Down, 3rd and 9. Handoff.
Nice job there by McCarver.
Boy. 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Mustangs as handoff goes the other way, and boy, the defense is going to drop them for about a 2-3 yard loss.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, we're back to talk some Battling Billy football here on Wilder at West End, 207 East San Antonio Street, West End Pizza Company. Make sure you like, subscribe, and get notified. It'll help us out in a lot of different ways, but if you click the little bell, you'll be notified anytime Billies.Live goes live. And we are live at West End Pizza. Y'all awake out there? All right. We appreciate everybody coming out. We got us a nice crowd, a nice shutout defensively for the Battling Billies. It's been a while since that's happened, but a nice shutout, 23-0 win in front of the homecoming crowd. And that's always good news. I understand Will was crowned king. Is that correct?
Yeah, King Will. That's what we call him.
King Will is here. He's in the house. So, well, let's talk. We got a lot of good things to talk about. I mean, what a performance defensively, right? Let's start there. And, of course, Leha was a offensive machine. Leighton Byer was an offensive machine, but we'll get there. But let's talk about the defense with that shutout.
The defense, we haven't had a shutout since 2017.
Been a while, yeah.
Yeah, we've had some really good close games, but, you know, a shutout's kind of a special deal. So
it is.
Defensively, you know, 50, I think they had 57 plays, something like that, but we gave up 2.5 yards per play. A couple of log plays accounted for at 136 total yards. So you're talking about probably 2 plays accounting for over half of that. So our defense this week was extremely stout, did an excellent job. They'd had, up to this point, we had seen like 24th downs that they'd been in. They had gone for it on 17 of those 20, and, you know, against us, they punted the ball every time.
Well, we talked on the show, you love to defend that slot T, and you did it.
Yeah, well, I didn't do anything. I just kind of sat there, and they went out and played.
They went out and did it.
No, they went out.
Executed.
They executed. They read keys. They did what they're supposed to. They were really, really, really physical. They had some kids step up and make some big plays. So, I mean, that was, you know, just a great job by our defense.
It's just fun under those Friday night lights when you win. Anytime you get the W, everything's better.
Absolutely.
Everything's better the next day and the week of. So we're going to take a look at some plays, too. I mean, that's awesome because we got quite a few plays to look at here.
Yeah, you were talking, like, offensively, we played a really good game. We had 316 total yards, and we had 232 yards rushing.
You think Leha had close to 200?
Yeah, he was probably, you know, I don't know exactly what he had. I think he was pushing around 9 yards per carry, though. And
wow, 9 yards
like you mentioned, Leighton Byer had 4 receptions. He ended up having a really good game. So kind of start out here on offense. Let's see what we have. This is a pass. We rolling to the right. You have Dagenhart rolling out here. And just running, I think we call this a squirrel. I call it a whip route. He kind of whips himself out. We got a post over the top, a corner route over the top, sorry. Nice reception right there. Take care of the ball. And again, I always want to point the guys out up front. You know, quarterback's got all kinds of time right here. Good protection, nice reception, hangs onto the ball. You know,
I like that route, too. You got both receivers going to the outside.
Yeah, it's just a different, you know, there's all kinds of combinations of different routes, and that's just another version of how to run a smash route. And so that's one of the versions that we run. And, you know, here we are. I've got these plays set up just going chronologically as we go, but picked out some plays. This was a game that, you know, these guys typically, they got 2.5 yards per carry, but we had a lot of negative plays. I think we had 2 sacks and 6 tackles for a loss and a bunch of 0 gain or 1 gain. So that 2.5 isn't really indicative because when you're playing a slot T team, if they're getting 2.5 yards per carry, then they're going to go for it on 4th downs. But they weren't getting that. Here's why. Let me get up close. So you can see out here. So this guy right here, this is Bruiser Bowers, and he's coming off the edge. We're getting a down block. This is what's called the nasty slot. They're blocking down right here. And so we know when you know that down block tells us that this guy right here, our outside edge overhang guy, is going to come spill. And when he spills, we're going to try to set the edge. Now you can see this corner working over the top, and that's what his job is to clean the spill. So he's going to spill. They're trying to run this ball up inside, and he's going to cause it to bounce back out. So there's nothing there. It should bounce back out. He's here to clean the spill. You have a linebacker scraping down and a safety coming downhill inside out. So you got a bunch of guys converging on the ball. It bounces out, corner comes up, cleans the spill. That's a great shot by,
Yes.
That's Reed Spees. I'll show it to you in slow motion. It's pretty cool. Coming around the edge, boom. Nice job by Reed. Got a 1 yard, or actually a tackle for a loss there.
And a quick response there from Reed to take care of that.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't hesitate at all. He just went straight to the ball.
Okay, you got the same thing up top, and what you can see, this is kind of a good view. They're trying to pull 2 guards. So, I mean, when you're playing this style, that guy's pulling, so he's looking to pull and kick, and this one's looking to pull and seal and cut off your linebacker flow. And they're going to take, and it's just block down, block down, block down. So that's what they're trying to do on the play side. Let me get the close-up. Again, you can kind of see, this is Giovanni Borjas coming on the edge up there. He's setting the edge. He's spilling. And then you get Chris Neary coming down, and he's cleaning the spill on number 7. This was a little change-up because the quarterback kept the ball. And this is all the misdirection. And we tell our guys, man, you get caught looking in the backfield, and you're going to have your pants down because you better be reading your keys. So the quarterback keeps the ball. Neary comes up, and again, forces a fumble, and Yuri Estrada comes up with the fumble right here.
Woo! Turnover.
Okay, back on offense. Okay, we're going to close in right here. This is we're running the little power play. You're getting our guys. We're blocking down, block down, block down. Okay, we're going to get a kick by our back, and we're going to get a seal by the backside tackle. Is going to pull up in there, and he's going to look to seal off a linebacker. So they kind of bring 2 off the edge, which opens up a crease. They overplayed a little bit. And even though the linebackers weren't there, he climbs up and he finds that safety, gets in the way of the safety. Leha makes a great cut off of him. We get another block out here in space. Receiver's doing a good job. You know,
nice.
Drake picks up another block.
In.
So, you know, in the thing, like, again, I want to compliment our kids when we look at this and our coaching staff because they're coaching it, right?
Right.
So, coaches, kids do it. You got everything sealed off here. You got a receiver, you got Leighton Byer trying to seal 16 off. Okay. Cuts him. Jesse's able to make a cut off of him. Now you got 11 working. He's not just watching the play. Okay. He tries to get in there. Jesse makes one more cut. Now you got Drake working from the opposite side of the field, picking up 13. You're able to do a little bit with that. Make a big play.
Beautiful. That is just absolutely
Jesse
beautiful.
might have run pretty good too. I'll give him some credit.
He had one heck of a night, didn't he? And you got to always give that offensive line credit, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Give credit where credit's due.
Those guys do a heck
They don't do it on their own, right? That's right. Amen.
So you can see right here, they're running a little tackle trap. So what that means is this tackle, so they're going to, you know, they do a lot with their guards. So they're going to base out here. They're going to leave this guy completely unblocked. They're going to climb up. And they're going to try to take this tackle and slam down right here. And we've got 2 linebackers that are going to read. And the job of this, our defensive tackle, is to close that back, that gap back down. So you can really see, well, if you can get all that scribbling out of the way.
Doing your best Madden for us.
Yeah,
That's all right.
But number 34 right here, Sammy DeLuna squeezes in. You're going to see Gabe Rodriguez fight his way through. And you're going to see Gary Seidenberger fighting his way down through. But then the big man on the backside, number 77, Logan McCarver, they're going to wad that thing up so bad in the middle that there's no place for the back to go. And Logan's going to come off that pulling tackle's tail, wrap that dude up and get a tackle for a loss right there.
Nothing doing, nothing doing. That was the story of the night on
Here's
defense.
Here's a great
Love
picture of it. You can kind of see Logan's right here, squeezed down. He just follows that tackle down inside, makes a great play. Another tackle for a loss. I'm kind of fond of those. Giovanni Borjas again coming down hard, setting the edge for us. You can see he's like a missile coming up in there. Okay, showing up in the edge of the screen is Chris Neary working back down. You got 22. That's Borjas after he works the spill, he keeps, and you can see Gary Seidenberg and how he fits down right here. Okay, keeps his shoulder square. I always say that linebackers, we want them to be like, you know, if you took a 5-gallon bucket of water and poured it down a flight of stairs, it just flows. It just works its way down. There's no gaps. Okay, and that's kind of what Gary does right here. He just fits, okay, and then a mob of red shows up. That's a great job.
That is an excellent job, no doubt.
All right, what do we got here? Another rush. They're in the I formation, trying to do a little dipsy-do, come around. This time they're trying to work outside of us. Bowers doesn't come quite as hard. Woo! We get a straight run through right there.
Yeah. Defense was on fire.
This is Xavier Aviles. They block down on him. He fights the down block, sees what's going on, and gets a tackle for loss for us.
You got a few more to show us later?
Yeah, I've got plenty.
All right, hang on to them because we got a lot of great highlights.
It was good stuff
to look at. We've got a giveaway coming up, Battling Billy Trivia. Got a Billies.Live t-shirt. Want to thank Frank Gines. He's an old Billy. These are made out of wood. They're handmade magnets. Real cool. Handmade. So we'll give that away with the t-shirt on Billy's Trivia. So y'all will have a chance to win right here from West End Pizza when we come back. We'll be right back.
When the play call comes in. Hand off to Leha. Starts left, stays left, and he's down inside the 5 to the 1.
Never let them get inside your head.
Takes a snap pitch, going to Leha around the right side. He's got that 5 yards back, and then some breaking tackles as he's into Marble Balls territory. Going to get rolled up at the 34-yard line.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
The Wizards of Comfort keep the Battlin' Billies comfortable. Whether you need a heating or AC repair, need to replace your system, or need a tune-up, the Wizards of Comfort have you covered. Fully licensed and insured, locally owned and operated, fair upfront pricing, and flexible financing. Reliable HVAC services backed by the strongest guarantees in your neck of the woods. Give 72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating a call today, 830-307-7020, or visit us at 72degreestexas.com.
Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota, and these are my 6 daughters. And while life with 6 girls might not be easy, the Kubota products we sell will make all your tough jobs easy peasy. Like this Kubota SVL 97 that's tough and dependable. It's so easy, even my daughter can use it. Or this Kubota KX 080. Anyone can operate it. So stop by one of our locations to make your life easier, because buying a new Kubota has to be easier than living with 6 daughters.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of the Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Hey, Billy fans, check out this lineup. Pizza, appetizers, pasta, salad, sandwiches, and full bar.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got real
start right, cuts it back just a little bit, finds some breathing room down inside the 30. Hand off to Leha, right straight up the middle, breaking tackles inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal for Fredericksburg.
All right, we're back. It's time for Battlin' Billy Trivia here on Billies.Live, TexasRadio.net. Let's pull up the question. Make sure you like, subscribe, and get notified. You just saw that on the screen. All right, here's your question. Before the Battlin' Billies, we were known as A, the Goats, B, the Hillbillies, C, the Mutton Busters, or D, the Bulldogs, way in the back. I'm coming at you, girl. I'm coming way out back. I'm going to slide by you here.
Hillbillies.
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 Hillbillies. Hillbillies. Hillbillies. You are at
For 1,000.
Hillbillies for 1,000. Is it circled? Yes, it's circled. Okay, great job. What's your name?
Maria.
Maria, congratulations. Check it out. Look at that. I know, and a nice Billies.Live t-shirt. Great job. All right. All right, Maria nailed it. Now Coach has the Players of the Week.
Okay, yeah, Players of the Week. Ninth grade Player of the Week was Victor Ortega. He had 2 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery in the freshman game, which was a victory. JV Player of the Week was Edward Hamilton on offense. Edward, we call him Hambone. Hambone was like driving people all the way through the secondary. He had about 15 pancakes, did a great job. And then Omar Neary for the defense came up, made a bunch of plays on our defense. It was like kind of like his first coming out game, did a great job on defense for us and had about 8 or 9 tackles. Varsity-wise, by the way, JB won that game also. And then varsity-wise, offense was Leighton Byer. He had 4 receptions. He had several really key blocks downfield where he did a great job working the perimeter. Defensively was Gary Seidenberger. He had a great game, and I don't know how many tackles you have, Gary, do you know? He had 15 tackles. He knows exactly. he knows exactly how many. He'll come in and argue with us about how many tackles he had, but he knows exactly how many he had. And then Giovanni Alva. Giovanni did a great job, put some points on the board for us, and also, I love it defensively when we can kick the ball and get a touchback and take the ball without having to tackle anybody. So he did a great job kicking for us. Players of the Week.
All right, and Gary's here, right?
He's right
Gary
there.
in the crowd. Come back here, Gary. Come talk to JD Rose. Come visit with JD Rosebud for a minute. He looks big and bad here too, man. So as you prepare for district, so you got the preseason behind you now, so to speak, getting ready for, of course, district play against San Antonio Memorial. How do you personally prepare for your next opponent? I know it's teamwork and everything like that, but how do you like to personally prepare?
At home, I watch a lot of film every night. That way I'm ready for practice the next day. And at practice, I work hard, 100%, no plays off, and I try to echo that around to my teammates so that we're all working hard, because that's how you get better. You can't just show up Friday night and play good. You got to work hard in practice.
That's right. It takes a lot of preparation, without a doubt, no doubt. How is it going to be different? And I'll ask Coach the same question, but how is it different, coming off a bye week or going into a bye week, having the week off, and then, getting ready for the district to begin in 2 weeks?
Yes, sir. Well, we don't play. We get the Friday off, but we're still practicing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I'm watching film every night, and we're getting better in the morning. So
it doesn't change a whole heck of a lot.
Not a lot, no, sir.
All right, Gary, thanks. Defensive Player of the Week, 15 tackles, Billy shutout. My goodness. I have a mic and I have to talk into it.
One of our assistant principals, her nickname that's Game Day Gary. But it's game day 365 days out of the year.
Always prepared, always getting ready.
Yeah, 100%.
So as coaches, how is it different with the bye week going on now? Did things change a little bit here and there?
We tweaked a few things. Like today, we came in, we didn't bring them in early, because typically we're cutting practice off at Wednesday, kind of giving Thursday to rest to play on Friday. And we just wanted to move everything a little bit closer to next week, I guess you could say, since we don't have a game on Friday. So we don't have such a big, 4 or 5 days in between when we'd be out there being physical. So we came in this morning and we did a bunch of work and just some conditioning stuff like that. Got loose, trying to get kids well. This week, we're going to scale back practice just a little bit, but we're going to do probably some more intensive, shorter segments of going ones-on-one and things like that, working certain situations, and just trying to get better at the things that we need to, and then working our best on our best. So
we're staring that real season right in the face. A little bit different as far as our district, as far as the alignment. Somerset in there, San Antonio Memorial, if I'm not mistaken. Those are a couple of some new faces we'll be seeing.
I mean, the only familiar Somerset we've played twice in the last 12 years, and of course Bernie we play every year. We've been in a district, we've been out of a district with them, but Uvalde, San Antonio Memorial, and San Antonio Kennedy, those are all new schools.
Been a long time since Uvalde's.
Yeah, I've never played Uvalde.
Right, so so there are some new faces, so to speak.
Definitely some new faces.
Looking forward to it. The real season begins here in a couple of weeks. Bye week this week. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more Wilder at West End right here on Billies.Live, TexasRadio.net. We'll be back.
Carter coming this way. Degenhardt takes the snap, looking to pass, setting up, trying to hit. Was that Seidenberger over there? Motion.
I love the chase and the hunt. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank when I'm funded. Play the game.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 Series tractor features #1 rated reliability. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
From the Gulf of Mexico to the Hill Country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you have a team of experienced professionals who use old-fashioned personal service. Along with our cutting-edge technology, we help you buy and sell real estate.
Contact the Real Estate Advisory Team today. We would be delighted to help you turn your Hill Country real estate dream into a reality. Make it a great day.
And now, give him some problem. He go back to the inside with Leha and gets to about the 2-yard line.
On to this Billy's lead. Good snap, good hold. Plenty of leg on that kick, and it is tried and true right through the middle. 35-yard field goal for Giovanni.
Welcome back, Billy Nation. Wilder at West End. West End Pizza Company here at 207 East San Antonio Street in Fredericksburg. We're excited. Billy's coming off that 23-0 homecoming victory over Marble Falls. Got a bye week this week and then head into district play. One of the new faces, Coach and I were talking about going into the break, San Antonio Memorial on October 7th. That will be a 6:45 pregame show. And by the way, it's a road game, and we'll have that game for you on Billies.Live. So make sure you take note of that. And if you like, subscribe, and get notified, you'll get notified when that game comes on. So make sure you do that, Billy Nation. Let's talk a little bit about San Antonio Memorial. Probably got a lot to talk about, they're fairly new. I can't remember playing San Antonio Memorial in the past.
They've been around. We just haven't been playing them. They're a long-time school in San Antonio.
Right.
But
as far as district alignment goes.
This is our first time being aligned with them. Yeah.
So what do we know about San Antonio Memorial?
What we know is, like right now, they're getting better every single week. They switched head coaches. I guess late last spring they had a switch, and the head coach left and went to another school, and another head coach came in. Offensively, they're really, really, really big up front. Large humans. They've kind of changed up some things. What they were doing early in the year, they had big, we call them Texas Tech splits. Big splits and everything like Tech used to do. And now they've kind of squeezed back down, and they're a version of a double slot offense. They're going to be in gun 100% of the time unless they decide to change, which people tend to do that. But they'll be in a pistol. They'll have a pistol back behind the quarterback and a double slot look, and they'll do some other things. They'll do some gun where they get into some doubles and some trips a little bit, but 99% of the time they're going to be in a double slot look, and it's a version of the old Veer offenses. Some people would recognize it at where you're going to have a dive back, you're going to have a pitch back, you're going to have a quarterback, and they're going to read and they're going to run the option. They're going to do it multiple different ways. They have a really, really big fullback. They're going to run some ISO at us and a little bit of power. So
back to the offensive line real quickly, and with all due respect, are they big and slow? Are they big and fast?
They're not the fastest guys, but they're big.
They got the
what
size.
What they do, again, is they want to wash you down. They want to they're asking their guys to get on tracks. They're going to get on tracks. They don't really care what we're in. They're going to get on tracks. They're going to go, I'm going to go this direction, and anything that comes in front of me, I'm going to try to mow over the top of. And then they're going to run the option, and usually they're going to work off of our defensive end by leaving him unblocked, and they're going to work the option out there on the edge.
They throw the ball much?
Not a lot.
Not a lot?
They throw it some. They'll get in a little bit of one back, or they'll do some play action stuff and throw the ball a little bit. But
they rely pretty heavily on the run.
They are a run football team, and very, very run heavy. And then sometimes they'll take those big guys, widen their gaps out a little bit, and just try to open things up and run straight at you downhill with no decoration to it at all, just coming straight at you. So,
what about when we're on offense, they're on defense? What are we going to see?
When we're on offense, they're usually in an odd front. They're going to give you some different things. It's
how many men in the box do they normally have?
Typically, they're going to they'll have 5 in the box.
I did that one for Mama Wilder.
There you go. They'll have 5 to 6 guys in the box. They're going to bring heat off the edge. They've got some big guys inside, and they're going to bring just different guys coming from different ways. Sometimes they're in zone, sometimes they're in man. They mix up a little bit of their coverages, and sometimes it looks like they're in a 4-man front or an even front, but they're really just taking one of those outside linebackers and rolling them down, putting them on the line. But typically they're going to bring four men from somewhere. You're going to get a 4-man pressure coming from somewhere, whether it's an inside backer or an outside backer with 3 down guys. But they're going to give you different looks, but again, you have to prepare offensively for everything, because they're going to see what hurts us, and they're going to say, okay, well, let's try this. And they've got some pretty good skilled kids that'll come get you on defense.
Now, as far as their special teams, what did you see looking at some of the film on their punt return teams, kick teams?
They've got one dangerous returner on their punt return and kick return that we're going to try to kick away from.
Right.
I'm a real good coach. If that guy's really, really, really fast, I want to try to kick to another guy.
Right, exactly.
If you got 2 real fast ones, then my options start to run away. But they have one guy that especially we want to try to keep the ball away from him as much as we possibly can. Their kicking game is a little bit suspect, and so we are hoping, as always, special teams, I talked about this before, you think offense, defense, and you're running 60 plays, whatever, on both sides. On special teams, you may only be getting 15 plays, so the advantage that you can gain from a special teams play, the weight is a lot more. So, if we can flip the field and get field position on them, or take our special teams and create some points somewhere, or just give us an advantage in some phase of the game, that's what we want to do.
Now, with an extra week, per se, to prepare for San Antonio Memorial, I know I asked what the preparation differences would be for the week, but I lost my train of thought here, Coach.
I'm willing to bet that you're thinking, what are we going to change and what are we going to try to do different? When you go into these weeks and they have extra time to prepare, it's kind of a toss-up what we're going to see. Right now they haven't won a football game, but they are getting better every single week. So I know they're going to really, really spend a lot of time on the things that they're good at, okay? And they're going to have some new wrinkles that they're going to put in. And they're going to have some things either formationally or blitzes or just different things that they're going to be spending time on, that they're doing the same thing we are. I mean, their coaches are working the exact same way we are. Okay, what can we do, or what haven't we got installed yet because I'm new? Well, he's got a whole extra week to work. And
they have an extra week
and
as
his
well.
Kids, they had a really good game last week, so I think that they're getting more confident and everything about what they're able to do. And as a coaching staff, I would imagine that those coaches are going to try to build on what they've been doing, get better at doing that, and then they're going to try to add a couple of wrinkles here or there, something that they think gives them an advantage. So we could see some more shotgun, some more spreads type stuff is one of the things that I think we could be seeing. I think we could be seeing they run the toss a little bit, and they were pretty good at it. They were pretty effective at it. So I think we could see some more outside run game other than just the option, because they do have those big bodies, and they do have some guys that if they get out there in space, they cause a problem.
All right, should be a good one. We're going to be off as far as the Wilder at West End show. We're going to be off the next Monday, but we'll pick it up after this San Antonio Memorial game. But that should be a good one. Should be a dandy as we get ready to kick off district. And these are the games that count, so to speak.
These are the ones that count,
you want to win them all. I know, I get that. But these are the ones that matter as you get prepared for the playoffs and all that. So this is what you've been preparing for right now up to this point.
That's it. I mean, I talked to a good friend of mine from, he's at a school that they've won state many, many, many times. And they've struggled this year, and he said, hey, if we go 0-5, I'm good as long as we go 5-0 when it counts.
Well, exactly.
And so nobody wants that, but and in a lot of sports, you want to be in the playoffs.
In a lot of sports, you want to play up a little bit in your preseason.
Sure.
You want that good competition going, as you prepare for districts. So
I definitely think we've seen some good competition.
You certainly have. But you got to be excited about this team and the leadership starting to develop, and defensively they're just looking great. Leha running the ball well, the offensive line blocking good. I mean, you coaches have got to be excited.
Yeah, we put a lot on our guys. We asked them to do a lot. We didn't go in the morning, but tomorrow they're going to be there. We start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to be there in the morning. They're going to be there in the afternoon. They're going to study film on their own. They have to put the hours and the time in, and we put more and more on them. But we kind of, I guess you could say, our theme it's just more of a way of thinking. But we talk about carrying the load, and that they have to be able to pick up that weight and carry it. They have to be able to move forward, constantly getting better and getting better, because you can't stay the same.
Right.
And that's what we're asking them to do. So
as far as perfection, you're never going to be perfect. Now you want to strive for perfection, right? Each play, one play at a time, like you said. But you just got to flush those mistakes, like Coach Huff says. If you make a little mistake, flush it and move on, right?
Well, we get a shutout last week, right? And you're elated. Oh man, we're so great. And then when you go back and watch the film, the adage is you're never as bad as you thought you were. Well, sometimes you can be as bad as you thought you were, but usually you're not ever as bad as you thought you were, and you're never as good as you thought you were. So if you think you went and played a flawless game, and you go back and spend time watching the film, you're like, oh my gosh, this and this and this and this and this. So there's a million things that you can improve on and get better at. So it's
always trying to get better.
'Tis many a slip betwixt the cup and the lip.
That's it. So we got a few more plays to look at. That 23-0 shutout, homecoming over Marble Falls. Going to take a look at Coach's computer here and some more fantastic highlights from the Fredericksburg Battling Billies.
Kind of lost my spot, actually. So
All right.
if I repeat some, no, we haven't seen this one. So
That's okay. My brain, I had too many tabs open in my brain, so you're good.
all right, so we haven't seen this one. Here we go. This is one of the rare pass plays that we saw on the night. Good pressure. Great pass breakup right here. That's going to be Jackson Cheneth. You know, so we're playing what we call banjo coverage. It's a version of man. Giovanni Borjas out here. Chris Neary's in coverage. We had a little bit of an uh-oh moment up there, but Jackson goes up, knocks the ball down. Great play by him. Let's flip the script here. Now we're back on offense. Okay, we're going to pick up 15 yards on this play. We got a little motion coming in. I believe that's Sam Seidenberger motioning back into the formation. Pulling guard coming around, providing the protection. You got Degenhardt rolling out. Okay, and this is Byer out in the flats.
Got a man open at the flat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You said Byer had 4 catches in the game, right? And that was one of them.
4 catches. That was for 15. So
Yeah.
let's see here. Here we go again. I'm gonna zoom in on this one because it's a rushing play. Real similar. We got the kick, pull, seal. Jesse's working his way up the pipe. We got some downfield blocking. Just picking up, 13-yard run. I'll take it every day.
Jesse sees the field so well.
Yes, he does.
He reads his blockers so well.
He
does a fantastic job.
He doesn't lose a lot of his acceleration when he makes a cut. He's able to maintain acceleration the entire time that he's moving through.
And he keeps the legs churning.
That's it. And, he's not a real big guy at all. I mean, he's a small guy, but he runs big. He runs behind his pads.
Yes, absolutely.
He really does a great job running behind his pads. Here's Byer slipping back in again to this little void. Play action pass. Okay, he hits that void right there. Picks up another 10 yards. No big giant pass play from him, but just lots and lots and lots of nice consistent plays.
What do you think one of your favorite plays? I know that's a tough question, but what do you think one of your favorite plays in this Marble Falls game was, as you reflect and look back?
Man,
there was a lot of them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, trying to think.
I know Paige showed me one earlier we're going to get to where Leha carried about 3 guys into the end zone. And hopefully we have that somewhere. But that was one of my favorites. But
I don't really know. I look through and I go.
Right. You like them all.
I like
the good ones. All the good ones.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like going to a buffet. Everything looks good. And if you ask me which one's my favorite,
right, exactly.
I'm kind of going to be hard pressed because I'm going to have a little bit of everything on my plate. Nice run right here. This may be the one you're talking about.
I think it is.
Here.
Oh, it is. Look at this. Watch this.
Driving,
Look
driving,
at this.
driving,
Look
driving,
at that.
driving.
We got to see that again, man.
It's almost like we planned that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the play where 3 guys carry him. Let's look at our big men up front as we're watching this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Get a nice kick out right there. See, you're sealing down. This is what we want. We want to just build a wall right here. We call that running tracks. We got this guy run upfield. My coach used to call that a here kitty block. Where we gap hinge and we try to get that defensive end to run up the field. Here kitty, kitty, kitty. And that's not the official name, but that's what my old football coach used to call it.
There you go.
You got a tackle ceiling up inside. Okay, Jesse kind of beats him right there.
Keeps them legs moving like we talked about.
Protects the ball. You got a lot of people on him right there.
I bet the announcers announcing the game said he's down here. Wait a minute. He's still going. Touchdown.
See right here, the end zone version.
There we go. Awesome.
Good job.
That
just
is
running
just
those legs,
awesome.
just driving.
That is not giving up. That is not giving up. Good stuff.
So I'll come back to this one when we get to
I bet Mama Wilder won't have any.
this is it.
I bet Mama Wilder won't lose her train of thought on her question when we come back.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I bet she's going to be right on the money. We'll have that for you coming back on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. Wilder at West End. We'll be back.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason.
Leha with some room on the left side, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3.
Ready for a demon.
And
I got
pushes
eyes
that pile forward into the end zone for the touchdown.
And you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
Hey, Billy fans, check out this lineup. Pizza, appetizers, pasta, salad, sandwiches, and full pie.
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota, and these are my daughters, Caroline and Jacqueline. This is a Kubota L2501 compact tractor. These are my twins, Annabelle and Mary Claire. And this is a Kubota SVL75 skid loader. These are my daughters, Savannah and the Princess Margaret. These are Kubota RTV utility vehicles. Now, some of these items are loud, high maintenance, and require a lot of money. And the rest are Kubotas.
All of us at FPG Live want to thank you for tuning in today. Lots of you have asked how you might support our video production. Well, if you want to grow your business, we know just the place to advertise. But here are 3 other super simple ways anyone can help. First of all, just tap the like button on this video. That helps us reach a broader audience, which in turn helps our sponsors who make it possible for you to watch. Secondly, subscribe to our channels and tap the notification bell so you get alerted whenever we go live. And finally, and most importantly, patronize our sponsors. Shop at their stores, enlist their services. Heck, if nothing else, just give them a call and tell them thank you for making it possible for you to watch today. It is a joy to serve our community through live video production, but we couldn't do it without you or without our sponsors. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Degenhart looking to pass, has a man. Castillo looking to pass, throwing deep towards the end zone, and pass is going to be broken up and actually maybe intercepted there by Jackson Chenoth as he came down with it in the end zone.
We are back. Wilder at West End Pizza Company. Woo! Coach Bill Wilder, JD Rose with you. This is one of my favorite segments right here. Mama wants to know. Mama Wilder wants to know. So,
yeah.
Oh, wow. Poof. Look at this. Look what she gets.
So she was a little miffed because last week I forgot to put the video up. So I'll show you here on the video.
What's a swinging gate and what does
back in the
mean?
somewhere, I don't know exactly what school originated it, but back in the 30s, when there was just college football and high school football was kind of just really getting started, somebody developed the swinging gate. And, they had lots of gimmicky formations back then.
Right.
But basically, this is the wide version because it gets cut off. You set your offensive line. This is all of the offensive linemen. There's an eligible receiver sitting right here. Now, this guy that's snapping the ball is actually an eligible receiver. He's number 8 for us. And since he is off the line, that means that the guy snapping the ball is an eligible receiver. Okay, so then you've got your quarterback and you've got a back. Now there's different versions of how you do it, but each one of these guys, can touch the ball. But all your linemen are set over there. Now, so different people do different things. Some people flip the ball out. You can throw the ball. You can run the option. You can do all sorts of different things. But here's a closer version.
Okay.
So here's the swinging gate is what it is. So you've got your deep snapper, like I said, is an eligible receiver. So you, as a defense, you have to account for that guy. You have to account for him. You have to account for him. You have to account for this guy, and you have to account for the receiver that's sitting over here as well as the quarterback. So people, they get in this, and typically what we do is we line up in it, and it's something that makes the other team, they have to prepare for it. And I've seen teams do this out in the middle of the field. Back when Chip Kelly, he used to use it extensively. Oregon used it. So a lot of different people have used it from time to time. Sometimes it still shows up in the NFL. So that's what the swinging gate is. The other one, let me see here. I threw this one out there just because somebody was asking me, and Mama doesn't want to know, but she would if she knew she didn't know what it was. So, there's a lot of different versions of this too. This is a satellite. We call it satellite. I've heard polecat and all sorts of things. But
right.
You got 3 down linemen right here. You've got 2 out here. One of those is an eligible receiver. One of them's a tackle. One of these is an eligible receiver. One's a tackle. Personal protector, and there's a punter, and then you have another receiver off the screen out here. So again, you have to be ready to line up to this stuff right in the middle of the field. If you're not ready, you better call a timeout in a hurry. So teams put this stuff in. It's gimmicky, but it's also effective, and it's really good sometimes to keep it in your back pocket to where, man, we need to be able to burn time and not give them the chance to get the ball. Have something that forces a timeout on there, that we can throw out in the middle of the game.
And I guess eventually we'll see some Billy's trickery throughout the district season. I know you don't want to give too much away, but I bet you kept a few of those in your book to
Old
pull
tricks.
out.
Yeah,
right.
Tricks
Those are always fun, aren't they?
Tricks are a good thing to have.
How do you coaches decide when to run those gimmick or trick plays or gadgets or whatever? Just when the time is right, huh?
Yeah, you practice them all the time, and I'm thinking of when you need it.
When you need it, right?
When you need it, and
when
you
the
hope
chips
that
are
they're
down a little bit, or...
sometimes you need a momentum change. Sometimes you just need a big play. Sometimes you need something that flips the script a little bit. So it's just you take your chances and put it out there, and then here you go.
Right on.
This is a slot tee.
All right.
So a slot tee. There's a wing tee, and so the wing tee was the Delaware wing tee that was the famous wing tee, and when he got down into South Texas, I wish I could do justice and come up with the exact coach that developed this, but I know that there was a coach named Bruce Bush, and he was down in South Texas, and so many of the guys that were with him, you can see his family tree is spread out through coaching, and a lot of the guys that were with him run the slot tee, and it's a whole mentality. These guys, they grind it out, and they are tough, and they come off hard, and every guy's got his hands. The backs are in 4-point stances. Everybody's down, and they are coming after you. And so they call this a swing man. We call it the nasty slot. You've got 3 down. There's a tight end, a tackle, a guard, center, guard, tackle, and then this is an X receiver, but he's going to have typically a little slight more gap over here. And then this is the swing man. And he's going to do a lot of different things. He may come in motion. He may get the ball. He may go over the top. He may block out. He may release on a pass. They give you different looks. You got a fullback, which they run the trap with. They run the ISO with. They dive him. He's a blocker. And then they've got a halfback. And this guy's the same thing. He's kind of like the nasty slot is. He can release out in the flats. He can release vertical. He can run the ball, tackle trap. So they give you out of this, they've got complements to their complements. Everything has got 6 different complements.
Wow.
And
that's got to be tough to defend.
And literally, like when we draw the cards up to this stuff, it looks just like this. There are people going every which direction, and our kids mess the cards up. I'm like, how can you mess that up? You can't tell what you're supposed to do.
Looks like you guys got a lot of people in the box on this defensive player.
You better have a lot in the box. And the thing about it is, and this is, those slot T teams do such a good job. Anybody that makes you pack the box, well, then they have the element of surprise where now you're stopping the run, 15 plays in a row, and all of a sudden they're going to throw a pass on you.
Go deep.
So you have to be very, very disciplined with what you do.
It's kind of crazy how that works sometimes. The pass can set up the run can set up the pass.
That's what you want.
That's right. That's how it is. Well, thanks for shedding some light. And Mama Wilder, those are some fantastic questions. Keep them coming. We need your segment. I love it. All right, we talked about the special teams a little bit for the opposing team. How about our special teams this week? How do you feel the special teams looked against, let's say, Marble Falls?
You know, we did a couple of things. That worked out well for us, even though on the field it didn't work out well for us. I guess it exposed a couple of things. We've changed up what we do on punt this year. We have one punt, we were lined up a yard off. We were lined up 1 yard incorrectly. And it ended up resulting in one of our personal protectors, one of our shield guys getting hit in the back of the head with the ball. You know, it's an alignment thing. And so you take 1 yard for granted, but when the guy punting the ball, is 5'9", and he's punting it, and the guy in front of him is 6'5". You know, 1 yard means that you got to clear that. So that was exposed. We made a mistake with that, and we ran a fake punt that we didn't get what we wanted out of it. But at the same time, we've shown, you know, one version of it. So people have to prepare for that. They have to know that we're willing to do it. So we weren't exactly clean on our punt game. We want to clean some things up there.
How were the penalties? How was the penalty situation?
Penalty situation was much better. We had 13 penalties against Wimberley for like 80-something yards. We had 6 penalties this game for, I think, 36 total yards.
There you go.
So we cleaned up penalties.
Yeah, right. That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal. Penalties are just
penalties can kill you.
Yeah, they shoot. It's literally like shooting yourself in the foot. You do something good, and then you immediately negate the good by doing something, unnecessary. So we cleaned up, a lot of our penalties, and I would like to play a penalty-free game, and that's what that's obviously what we're looking for. So
we got to get your final thoughts as we head into a bye week, then get ready for district.
Bye week is man, it's. I hate slowing the momentum down. I know it's good for us.
Right.
But for me, I'm a creature of habit, and I like just having the routine. And we didn't, like I said, we didn't get up, and I didn't get up at 3:45 this morning and go to practice, so I'm a little bit off kilter. Right. So for me, getting back tomorrow and getting back in the routine and doing things the way that we do things will be good. And I think our kids are very, very routine driven. Even though they like to sleep in, but they're like, yeah, coach, we got to get back in the routine because they've had that taste of success, and they understand. It's like you were saying, they're banging the rock. They understand that all the work that they've been putting in, since last December, is now starting to pay off, and the strides that we've made in the last 5 weeks. To me, are huge. I think we're a completely different team than where we started out.
I keep telling you, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
The community sees it. I mean, like I said, y'all have to be excited. That's just fantastic.
That's all on them.
You got a great group of young men here. And that shows. And of course, your coaching staff going along with it. But y'all are just doing some big things, and I'm excited for the district, man.
Yes, sir.
See what y'all got coming. And let's talk a little bit about Fields of Faith. That is coming up on September 28th at 7 p.m. That is, I tell you what, it'll fill up your spiritual tank.
Yeah.
Let's put
Austin
it that way.
Lowe's is our Gillespie County representative. He kind of does a little bit more than Gillespie County. He's the Hill Country guy. And Austin, on Wednesday night, 6:30 is when the gates open. They're giving out T-shirts and bracelets, and there'll be live music, and we'll have a speaker, and there'll be testimonies given. But it's sponsored by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and I just encourage everybody who's got time. Most of the time, our youth pastors here in town, they bring their youth groups, and we've had anywhere from 300 up to 600 people show up. So
student athletes talk a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have student athletes,
trials, tribulations,
different schools,
how God works in their life.
Yeah, it's just it's an awesome community function that we have, and look forward to it every year.
You bet. You can see it up on the screen there. That'll be on Billies.Live, September 28th at 7. Got volleyball against Bernie. There's a big one coming up at 5:45. And that's going to be, what is that, September 30th? And then Wilder at West End, we'll be back, not this coming Monday, but the following Monday.
Yes, sir.
We'll have us a bye week as well for the show. So, all right, did I get everything in, Producer Paige? Are we good? All right, I'm checking with Producer Paige one last time. That's going to do it. Let's hear ya. God bless you, Billy Nation. Thank you, Coach. You always do a great show. Coach Bill Wilder, I'm JD Rose saying God bless and good night. Oh, that was my best one yet.